Hi everybody, Black Rose back. Um, I'm doing another playthrough for Crime Scene Cleaner. I did land on a different playthrough for a different game, but considering how late it is where I am, I opted to do Crime Scene Cleaner just because it's easier to find a good stopping point with this game than it is the other one I landed on. So just for the sake of me possibly needing to have a shorter playthrough tonight, I'm doing an easier game. So, last time we just completed our first mission for Big Jim. That's an invoice for our daughter's treatment. Um, Tyler. It's been kind of busy for you lately, but I hope you are getting paid well and you're not like really, really mad at me, right? I just wanted to give you a quick update as you were the one who got me out of this mess and more. I think we read this one the last time. Here's a salary increase refusal saying, sorry, we wish you the best. We hope your daughter gets better soon, but sorry, we can't pay you. Oh, this is one of the smaller ones. Okay, so this is just some random guy who was trying to escape a toxic relationship, but ended up making a terrible mess. And he didn't mean to kill people. So now he's pretty much asking us to get rid of the bodies and clean up the mess. Um, yeah, so that's our next mission. So this is toxic love. Oh boy. It's not a huge location, which is nice, but it's still a lot of blood. A lot of blood. So, like I said last time, we finished our first job with Jim. We'll get our good old toaster eventually and get that one achievement I talked about last time. Oh, this is new. Your account with the city is. Oh, wow. So basically, Kowalski is getting behind on a lot of bills. Holy cow. I had no idea that he was that bad on debt outside of, yeah, a lot of past due bills. No update on our daughter at this round. Probably because she's going through treatments and whatever. Where's the dog? Dexter, where'd you go? Are you in here? No. Dexter. Here, puppy. No. Okay, where'd the dog go? It's not there. It's not here. Is he downstairs? Oh, he is. Hi, Dexter. In all honesty, guys, this is the first time I've ever tried to look for him down here, so okay, good to know. He actually does go down there. I thought he only stayed up here. Anyway, oh, looky. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. So before we go on our cleaning spree, let's go to the skill tree and upgrade. So we did a couple of upgrades for both the mop and the sponge. So let's see. So the trash bag, lamp, UV lamp, water, clean detergent, power detergent, cleaning scents. So we'll increase the duration, or okay. We want an axe because I'll make it easier to get at things. This never really came in handy. It was more of an inconvenience. The stepladder will be nice. Careful steps are good. Cleaner scents to help you find treasure will be nice. And let's do increase the duration that time. There we go. Sometimes this kind of sticks and it becomes a pain. So now we've got 2 more cassettes to listen to, or music tracks to listen to while we're cleaning. The skin part, I've never really figured out how to change. I think it's like a DLC thing, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I digress. I've been pretty bad about the Ozonator does help with getting the area around you to get cleaner faster. At least that's what it says it's supposed to do, but I've never really seen it really help. But the step stool does come in handy, and so does the axe. Anyway, okay, off to Toxic Love we go. And I believe, if memory serves, all right. Sorry, guys, trying to multitask a little bit. So, this is Toxic Love, and our lovely little yellow container is going to act like our truck again. So, in here is where we fill up our water bucket again. Let's get this up. We go ahead and flush this toilet for the flushing toilet achievement, which we probably won't get until we completely complete this game. So bear with me, guys. We're going to be working on that achievement for a bit. Other than needing to get water, we pretty much don't need anything in the bathroom. And same as the last time, chairs and breakable stuff. You'll want to, and carpets and different things, you'll definitely want to keep your friendly little sponge handy because it does come in handy quite a bit, especially here because I swear there's more breakable stuff in this location than some of the others. There's probably one other place that has a lot of breakable stuff that you can easily knock over. And I believe that one is going to be coming up. Probably not in this video, but sometime soon. And just like last time, just kind of toss a bag on the blue tarp. It'll go where it's supposed to. I'm assuming that's the boyfriend or the dad of the boyfriend. I'm not sure who's dangling up there. Whoever it is, they're dead, so who cares? We're gonna find the girlfriend too. She is in here somewhere. I believe she's on second floor if memory serves. This is another area I pretty much 100%ed without really trying because there's really not too much in terms of hidden mysteries in here. But I will get the cheat sheet out just to make sure I don't accidentally forget a secret room or something because it is Monday and my brain doesn't always register where all I need to go. Okay, get that cleaned. Isn't out Kowalski. I thought it was cleaning up stuff. Sorry, bad joke. Okay. Apparently in this game, even a tiny little bottle on the table is enough to make it go, oh, you can't move this. Does that make any kind of sense? No. There we go. Turns out Random was right. It was the bottle on the table. Chair number 3 should be right over here. And 4 is over here covered in blood. Okay. We'll get to you later. I love having two mops. It's nice because it keeps you cleaning longer, but it still sucks for the bucket at the moment because right now the bucket is not the right equipped level to handle having two mops that need to be cleaned. We'll get it there. I should have um, upgraded it instead of the other stuff, but the other stuff is just as important. The only thing I'm not going to worry about upgrading is probably the one machine that kept getting in my way at the at the pool party. Got it. Okay. That's pretty much all I ever use that pressure washer for in this house is just getting that one big mess on the wall just because it makes it easier. Because it's not easy to get that particular stain from the upstairs patio walkway thing that's up there to get it all the way down here. So I just use the pressure washer for that. Um, I probably will just go up and get this guy real quick and then come back down and finish cleaning. Oh, this is a mess. Come here, you. The answer was yes. Anyway, so yeah, we're just basically being paid to clean after everybody's oopsie daisies. Um, and ironically, we do get paid pretty well for this job. And Kowalski kind of goes, okay, as long as I keep my head down and do what Big Jim wants and, cover my tracks really good, I could make a lot of easy money doing this. That way I can pay for my daughter's medical treatments, get all my bills caught up, not lose my house, this, that, and the other. How much of that actually works in the real world, I don't know. We picked up a pair of, to quote Is a Cake, Stitch Witch knuckle dusters. Okay. It's like I don't blame the dad for going crazy in here, but part of me is still going, holy crap. It's like I get the overprotective father portion of this, but did you really have to make it such a big bloodbath? Whoops. Or if you're really frustrated from a long day of work, whether it's eventful, boring, somewhere in between, and you feel like just breaking a bunch of stuff, this is a good game for breaking stuff. Does it make our cleaning job a little bit harder and a little bit more annoying? Sure. But you guys do you. Honey, don't forget to check behind pillowcases, pillows. Hello, Cassette. It's actually surprisingly very quiet in here. So, since the game, for whatever reason in this area, is not giving us any pre-made soundtrack to listen to while we clean, this is where what we can do with our tablet comes in handy. Because now we can make our own soundtrack list and just listen to our own pre-made list to help the cleaning go by a little bit less boring. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, if anyone's who's watching this who also watches my storylines is curious, um, Warring Minds is not at a writer's block situation. It's more of a I've been busy with work and been stressed with work to the point that it's kind of hard for me to focus on too much right now. So I'm going to say it's work stress that's making it difficult for me to work on my videos. Not saying it's much of an excuse, but for those who say it's easy to have a work home life mix that's equal, yeah, I'd like them to try to prove me wrong because I am struggling with that quite a bit. Okay, it's not that I'm not getting any days off, it's just more of a no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get my mind off of work. Because every time I turn around, it seems like there's something else at work that seems to need my attention more than just the simple fact of, hey, I'm home, I can relax, I don't need to worry about anything at work. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one out there that struggles with the whole, hey, you need to have hello, a good work life situation where you can do your job and go home and have fun. And for those who have figured out how to do it, if you guys have any tips, please let me know. Because I am really failing. I've had people say, hey, you should just leave work at work and just go home and relax and not think about the day's events. And it's like, you're telling that to a person that is a worrywart and can never seem to do just that. Not saying they're wrong, and I'm not incapable of doing that. It's just more of a whoops. There's two. Anyway, I'm probably making it seem harder than it needs to be because I'm pretty sure it's not as hard as I'm making it out to be to just leave work at work. Okay. Money! Drugs. Money! Money! Woohoo! Ooh, ring. Alright, so that was secret location number 1, which they kind of made it a little too obvious with the chair sitting right here. Like, why else would you be staring at a painting if it wasn't hiding something else? And you can see now with our upgraded sense of cleaning site, we can now see treasures to steal, which helps a lot because there is a lot of treasures throughout these rooms. And quite honestly, it's hard to remember where they all are. But now that the lockdown's lifted, we can go pretty much anywhere in this place. Money! Mine. And yes, there is money in the laundry, in the washer. As long as a lot of jewelry. I don't see anything else. Alright. Should be everything in this room. I believe the next secret is upstairs. So let's go figure out where our water bucket is, which is right here, and head on upstairs. Now up here, we're good until we get to like right here. But with the lockdown lifted, it makes it a lot easier to do this area because now we've got lights literally everywhere to help with it. There's going to be a necklace here. We can never get in this drawer. You can tell by the sheets that they had some fun. There we go. If there's a dark area where you're not quite sure what you're looking at, you can still use your lamp to help boost the view if you'd like. But for the most part, once the light's on, you don't really need your lamp in here, which is pretty much the reason why I did what I did. By getting the lockdown lifted and everything else done, it lights up the area to where I don't really need the help of my lamp. The lamp is useful, but it does pose as a real pain sometimes just trying to move it around. And I'm jealous of this painting because it's super cool. Part of me wishes you could steal that and put it in your own house because that'd be cool. But I also understand why you wouldn't steal it because it'd be fishy if cops came looking and they knew it was here and all of a sudden it wasn't here anymore. Be kind of obvious that someone else has been in here cleaning and helped themselves to a really awesome Japanese painting. And I also forgot that there is a I forgot to use the power washer to get the blood stain on the other side of this wall thing here. So we're going to have to, when we go back down before we leave, we'll have to go back and clean that. But other than that, we pretty much got it. And cue the meowing cat. She is going to random going, I want attention. Okay, correction. She's going, I demand attention. Cats. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get to the room here because we can refill the bucket here. Haha. And we found the daughter. Okay. Now we can clean to our heart's content again. Sometimes to clean something, you have to do what I just did and just clean it. Move it temporarily to clean it. Because some things you have to have at a certain angle in order for it to count. So for this room, you'll definitely want the lamp just because it is kind of hard to see in here. Now, if memory serves, there shouldn't be anything else other than what's literally right next to where we find the daughter. Just in case this is the stool we're supposed to flush. We'll take care of that. Okay, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and then we will say goodbye to toxic love. All right, according to this, we should be good. So we'll head to the door here, and that will be the end of this. And voila, you 100%ed the mission. Like I said, there's a few missions on here where I 100%ed it without any help, but it never hurts to double check. So for the skill tree, if you want to upgrade your skills before going to bed, you can. There's no rule that says you have to wait till the next day to upgrade it. I just choose to sometimes. Here's a notice from the city. And since we completed another mission, here's our cassette collection for the moment. Now let's see what we got. Thanks a lot, friend. I loved my daughter and all, but I'm not responsible for her questionable life choices. Also, I'm too high profile to end up behind bars for one shotgun related mistake. I'm glad you helped me out with that, Will. Yeah, well, Will. Those two boys weren't the only thing we found, but it is what it is. So, like usual, to start the next round, you go to bed, and then we automatically are in front of our computer this time. So, this is Short Circuit. It's another somewhat short one, so it shouldn't take us too long other than the cleaning part. This is from Tyler again. He's just saying, hey, ever since you helped me out with this, everything's been going crazy good. I'm falling in love with a girl and she gets me, and now I'm kind of thinking of maybe getting out of this life, blah, blah, blah. And then this is unpaid costs for Elena. So they're basically saying, hey, we need 23,000 plus just to keep her there and keep her treatment going. So we are starting to stack up a nasty bill with the hospital, and then this is our next mission. So now that we've got short circuits selected, here's Dexter. Oh, hey, look, here's the toaster. Come here, toaster. We've got an achievement to do with you. Open. And plop. Yay, now we got that achievement. Literally that to get that achievement you have to wait till the toaster pops up, and then you just basically grab it and toss it in the bathtub. Kind of a silly achievement, but at least it's easy to get. Let's see. Okay, now we got that upgraded. And now we've got yet another track to add to our collection. And off to short circuit we go. Yeah, this is the one where the guy wanted the house, so instead of, accepting that it wasn't meant to be, he went a little crazy and started using the smart home system to Okay, I think I finally got the ball. So the guy really wanted this house, and instead of accepting it as a loss, he just, drove these people insane. And I will say this family definitely had a pet cat obsession because everywhere you look in this house, you will find a picture. Well, maybe not exactly everywhere, but a good portion of this house is covered in pictures of a cat that these people had. Now, I'm a cat lover. I'm not judging on that, but the extent they have of the pictures and the video of their deceased kitty. Okay, I will admit that I do have a few pictures of a few cats I've had over the years, but never to the extent of what these people have. So basically, this guy was so obsessed with trying to get this house, he made these people think that the house was haunted and cursed to the point that they pretty much went for a bloody free for all. Yeah, we pretty much just make a mess. But now we have access to water if we need to clean our bucket. And there's the feline now. When I first played through this, I thought maybe, hey, the cat's still alive because you find cat toys all over. Turns out, nope. This is us deleting video footage of what he did. That was a lot of medication. And this is why I like the black UV ray for this area, because it shows you where all the blood is without needing to use your cleaning sense all the time. Anyway, what I was trying to say before is if anyone who's watching these playthroughs also watch my Warring Minds, Moonshadow, and Magic Realm episodes, don't worry too much about like how long I'm taking to get them done. I'm kind of in a weird I'm kind of in a writer's block on it, but I'm also not at the same time. It's more of a I can't get my anxiety mind to calm down enough to where I feel like I can actually do my videos without feeling like I'm failing to do my job in a weird sense. I mean, I'm doing my job and I'm doing what I'm being paid to do, but let's just say I get questioned on things that on how I do my job to the point that it's like I don't know. I just feel like I can't move and I can't stand still without somebody being offended or upset with my approach to how I am as a manager. So it makes it kind of rough for me to know what to say, what to do. And we're basically being told that right now, while yes, I understand we have our months of struggle for reaching sales goal and making our daily quotas and all that, they're still expecting us to perform to the top of our game. And if we don't, I guess now there's a thing about if we don't start doing our jobs the way we're being paid to, um, I guess now we're getting formal consequences to where we may or may not lose our jobs as a result of that, which sucks if that's true, because I really like my job. And if the person who keeps bringing it up is just saying it to scare us, then I say he needs to be shut up before he winds up with a massive walkout. Because I'm sorry, but no one is going to want to continue to work there if we're constantly having to fear losing our jobs. And I think the people in charge are aware of that, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I get it. You guys have your standards because we're here to make money, but at the same time, the way we make money is not exactly easy. And if we're not meeting the quota they want, then it's like, well, then I don't, I don't know. Maybe they need to reassess how they judge us to where it's more reachable. Because I'm not saying it's impossible to reach the goals with them being what they are, but at the same time, what we're being evaluated on isn't always easy, especially during the work week when everybody's either at work or at school for high school, college, whatever. And it's like they want us to have a goal of $65 per transaction, at least 2.75 units per transaction, might as well be 3 units per transaction, have a 6% embroidery stitch rate, and have a 100% spray rate on anything. We can spray with our unique spray that hardly anybody wants, and also make sales goal for the day. It's like, how do you expect us to do that when, I hate to say it, nobody wants to spend the kind of money we need to make day on a daily basis?
Probably not on a daily basis, probably in general. That's my guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think it's something we need to worry about. It's probably just more on a general, like, probably there's probably stores out there that are probably not doing it, not even reaching anything day by day. Your store is.
Or at least trying.
But at least try. So even if your store doesn't reach goals, your store does reach other goals, like the stuff you mentioned.
Yeah. Not always, but we at least try.
Try. And you do better. You probably do better. You do probably better than most stores. And it was probably not just your store that you were aiming at. It was probably other stores that are probably failing at a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know one of his personal stores that he oversees is one of them.
So see,
I don't know. I'm just kind of getting tired of him ranting and raving at us for doing the same issues that having the same issues his staff is having.
sometimes management is entire management is like that. They'll brand and rave and go, oh wait, this is actually what's going on. But right now, I won't worry about it. You have a job. And definitely, you probably can't party without Jess's permission.
Well, he can't, but still. How is it that the black light stretches into here? It's like there's a wall here.
Daily magic.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Where does this one go? You go over here. Yep, I so meant to do that. And then this is where things get weird. Whoopsie. Okay. Anyway, what I've been trying to say is I will get back into working on Warring Minds, Realm, and Moonshadow. It's just right now I need to try to figure out how to get my mind in a place where I'm not worrying about work, worrying about my job, all that fun jazz that comes with, unfortunately, being an adult. I know the person who keeps sending us emails in the morning and says, hey, if you guys don't shape up and start doing better, you could get fired, isn't the one who has the final say on that. But at the same time, it doesn't feel good knowing that, that threat is out there. If anyone says cleaning these cushions is easy, they're lying to you, because if you don't have them facing the right way where you can clean them, it takes at least a couple tries just to get them facing the right direction so you can actually get them cleaned. And I don't even want to know how this symbol was made. And Kowalski, you should be glad we're not cleaning up the FNAF pizzeria. Because one, that'd be a big area to clean. And two, we have to deal with the animatronics. Which they're really good at jump scares, especially Bonnie. And in case you guys noticed, allow me to fill in a little bit of a blank here. It's showing at the top of the screen at the moment that we need to we've pretty much, according to the game, done just enough to go ahead and just leave the area as is if we wanted to. I highly recommend not just leaving and not finishing cleaning up, because if you want 100% the mission, you've got to clean up everything, find all the secrets, everything. I mean, if you want to leave at this point, you're more than welcome to and not fully clean this up. But the better you do, the more experience you get at the end of the mission. So to me, it's kind of a wash if you do it in the versus if you don't. Um, what we're supposed to do with these little candles, I honestly couldn't tell you. This is my second time through. I don't know what we're supposed to do with them other than just kind of leave them there. Um, when you do the cleaner sense, it doesn't really show you where they're supposed to go once you're done. It just says, oh, this is where the furniture you're missing is supposed to go. There. Oh, a little secret room. Harry Potter. In the room under the stairs. Why not? All right. Oh, it's garbage. Yeah, I think this was quite literally nothing but the cat room. Nice, a little bit of money. Yeah, think. Okay. Okay, let me make sure I got everything. There are 2 tapes and 2 secrets. Okay. What the? Didn't I just clean this? Alright, we should have everything. Awesome. And that completes Short Circuit with nothing left behind. And to be honest, one of those secrets I didn't even know was there. So the one with the lamp turn, I didn't know was even there. So that explains why I kept saying that when I did this the last time that there was blood missing and I missed a secret because I didn't know that if you turn that light, you unlock a door. So, yay, we actually completed Short Circuit with a perfect score, which is awesome. Alright, now we're back home. Oh, Dexter! Where'd you end up this time, dog? Okay, he's not down here. Yay! Here's more cassettes to add to our collection. He's probably in our daughter's room. That's our guy saying, "Hey, thanks for doing such a great job. Now we can actually lower the price to where I can actually afford it." Oh, there he is. Why are you staring at the box? He's staring at the lamppost. I don't know why he's staring at the lamppost. So, anyway, that's the end of those two. We'll go ahead and go to bed just to make sure our game saves. And watch a little video.
Big Jim, we've let him do whatever he wants for far too long. Did someone call for Big Jim? Who's laughing now? Too much talk.
Now, where'd the phone go? Oh, there it is. Anyway, as you probably already guessed, based on the little cutscene in that phone call, our next job is going to be working with Big Jim again, cleaning up the pizza parlor where we literally just got pizza. So that's going to be a bigger job and one I'm not going to tackle tonight. Anyway, what I was saying is I will get back to my actual storylines eventually. I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going on with work and just try to keep my head in the game until I know what the end game is and then figure out what I'm doing from there. But anyway, I digress. We made a lot of progress tonight. We got 2 cleans done. I got an achievement for something I didn't know was a thing. Well, look, here's something new. Okay, more notes on Elena. So, yeah, we'll call it a night here, and on the next one, we will be handling Mateo's Pizza Parlor, and maybe if the next one is a small one, which I'm not 100% sure if it is or not, we may do 2 in 1 sitting like tonight, but we'll see. And for those who are questioning why I didn't shrink my video down like I normally do, I have Godzilla, a new figure I got a few days ago, in front of the TV, and I didn't move him. So instead of moving him, I thought it'd be kind of cool just to leave him there and kind of have him as a little silhouette for the game. But anyway, I digress. Have a good night, guys, and I will see you on the next round of Crime Scene Cleaner or whatever else gameplay I land on, or, you know, whenever. Night, everybody.